Hey, what's up, everybody? Jay Arabian here. Welcome to my first official YouTube video. Put stuff up here before, but always Twitch exports. I'm more into Twitch streaming, I guess, but I wanted to try my hand at doing just a straight up YouTube video, and I figured this would be the perfect time to break in here. We got a Kaiba farm deck, okay, but not your typical Kaiba farm deck. We're farming with the new skill from the Paradox Brothers, Elements Unite. A lot of people saw the skill and thought, oh, huge potential for farming. Taya, Odeon, Weevil, the easy farms, things you could use simple serve decks on, but a lot of people don't think you could use it on Kaiba, but I was fortunate enough to have a viewer in the Twitch stream submit an idea, and I've kind of tweaked it a little bit to make it work for me. I'm sure you guys will have to tweak it to make it work for you as best you can. You always want to put in whatever glossies you have, whatever prismatics you have to kind of boost that farm score. But we'll go ahead and go over the deck a little bit, and then we'll test it out, shall we? So basically, you've got Summoner of Illusion summon here for in-game. You basically, what you're going to do is when you have one card left in deck, you want to set Summoner of Illusion on the field, so that way you can next turn flip, get your Blue Eyes Ultimate out. Kaiba is there really as you need a few cards are thrown in here to help defend in case you don't draw to your core cards right away. So Kaiba's kind of a defender for you. Vassal obviously there for the Union boost. Unfortunately, I only have one Union. Yugi doesn't love me that much, so they love me enough to give me one, and I'm happy for one. Okay, we've got to be grateful for what we get, and I'm happy I got one. So we got our Union attack to go with our spell reclamation to go with it, so we can double Union on last turn. We got the enemy controller in here. It's another kind of a defensive card. Also, you can use it if you don't have to use it as defense early game. You can use it late game to tribute take with the tribute the summoner, take the blue eyes or whatever he's got on his field to kind of boost your attack power. Storm is there, but we'll talk about the storm a little bit later. The array is there. You can use it to help delay when you can use it on his dragons or his beast warriors to kind of stall Kaiba, or you can use it as storm fodder, which is also helpful. Pots of Benevolence are there because in this deck, as most of you know, you only start with Gate Guardian in your hand. You have a 20-card deck still that you haven't drawn into yet. However, Kaiba will have a 4-card hand, so you're behind in drawing. You're going to deck out. So Pots of Benevolence are there to put his cards back into his deck. You got to be careful though. You don't want to put things back into his deck like Econ, potentially Blue Eyes, depending on what your situation in the duel is. So you got to use them with caution. But that's why they're there, because like I said, you're going to be behind in cards, or ahead I should say, and he's going to deck out before you. So that's why the pots are there. Secret Pass, obviously, so we can get our Vassal to direct attack last turn. Blast is another one of those defensive cards in case you don't draw into your right stuff right away. You'll have Blast there to back you up basically against his Blue Eyes or Luster. Now the key cards in here are the Dimension Gates. Dimension Gate is pretty awesome. Activate this card by targeting one monster you control. Banish the target face up. When the opponent's monster declares direct attack, you can send this face-up monster on the field. This face-up card on the field to the graveyard. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon the monster banished by this effect. So basically, what the whole idea is you get Dimension Gate. If you get Dimension Gate early enough, you can summon your Gate Guardian and use it on your Gate Guardian. No. Yeah. Well, no. I'm sorry. Scratch that. What the idea is here is you use Dimension Gate on your lower Guardians. So you want to draw Dimension Gate as quickly as possible. As quickly as you can get Dimension Gate, that's what you want. All these Defender cards are there in case you don't draw on your Dimension Gate quick enough. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to use Dimension Gate to banish the strongest of your Guardians you have left. If Kaiba gets out DD Warrior before you get it, he'll crash into usually your highest. So usually he'll go Sangha, Sewage, and Kazajin. So whatever you have, you just banish your highest one. And then once you've banished it, you don't have to put anything on your field the rest of the game. Because what's going to happen is no matter what monsters Kaiba gets, he's not going to attack you directly because he's going to trigger Dimension Gate, which is going to special summon your Guardian back to the field. However, they're going to have their effect now. So basically, even if he has a Blue Eyes on the field, if he attacks you directly and you bring your Song of Thunder, Suijin, or Kazajin back onto the field, now you can use his effect as when Blue Eyes attacks it, you can reduce its attack to 0. So basically, what's going to happen once you use this card, Kaiba's not going to attack you for the rest of the game because he doesn't want to trigger Dimension Gate. He's not going to Twister it either because when the card's destroyed, it still triggers the effect, which is where that Storm's going to come in later game. You're going to use the Storm to pop your Dimension Gate last turn to bring him on the field, and you can either, like I said, you can either Summoner of Illusion to sacrifice the Guardian and summon a Blue Eyes Ultimate. Or you could, like I said, it depends on how your field looks. You can tribute take with Econ. It's just the main idea though is banish at least one monster using Dimension Gate. Last turn you can tribute Summon Revolution tribute to pull out Blue Eyes Ultimate, double Union Vassal, and that's the key card of this deck here is these Dimension Gates. So we really want to make sure we pick those up from the Paradox Brothers during this event. Then we've got Adhesion Trapple, excuse me, is another card here it's a kind of a defensive card. It helps. You can use it when he summons Luster or when he summons Blue Eyes if you don't have your Dimension yet. That way it prevents either one of them from having the attack to kill your Guardians. So that's actually been really useful for me so far. Windstorm's one of those defender cards. Spell Wreck we obviously need for our Union. And then Ryoko Fields are here for the Econs. Econs, I mean, it's just you got to play carefully. Like if he uses them early, or if he uses them at all, I mean, you're good. But if he has 2 Econs in his deck, so if he hasn't used at least one of them, you have to make sure that last turn you have a Ryoku field that can be activated that was set previous turn. So that's something you gotta like carefully watch as you play your farm. But that's kind of the deck, you guys. I've got the deck list of it over here, and down in the description below I'll post a link to a nice shot of it, so you guys will have it for reference. But yeah, without further ado, let's go and show you guys this bad boy in action, shall we? Alright. Oh, I'm in the wrong gate. Oops. Should have been more prepared. I apologize, my friends. So here we go. And just so you guys know how my situation is, I have my three enemy controllers. I got one out of KC Cup, and I spent over 3,000 keys getting my next 2. I think I uploaded videos of them, those drops, I'm sure. But what I didn't realize the whole time I was farming them, that I had 0 Champions Vigilance. I had never even thought about this card. I hadn't looked at this card, nothing. And then, of course, as soon as I get the enemy controllers, we start seeing these Champions Vigilance decks pop up in the meta. And I'm just like, holy shit, this card is so good. How did I never know about it? How did I never see it? And now I realize I have zero keys, 0 Champs Vigilance. And I've used, like I said, over 3,000 keys now. Probably got to be close to 4,000 as much as I've been farming to get it now. So that's kind of the only thing I'm really hoping for here, or the three-star demo skill. So if I somehow drop that card in this video, you're gonna see me fucking flip out, you know, like. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. It's all right. We got our right deck. Let's get it, Kaiba. Let's get it. All right. Here we go. Let's just, like I said, we want to see that Dimension Gate early hand. You know, if we get an opening hand, then that pretty much seals the deal for this whole farm, unless I botch it up. So let's hope I don't do that. I'll try to be careful though. Try to be careful. So let's see. So like I said, we're gonna leave our Guardians on the field. We're not gonna summon him. We need those. That's our wall. You know what I mean? So we got okay. 2 face downs. We might have a summoner. That's not what we want to see. Might be Econs over here. We got to be careful for that. Enemy controller, of course. That's not fun. Tribute summons. All right. Okay. Pot of Benevolence. All right. That's still not what we want to see yet, man. We want to hurry up and draw into that Dimension Gate. Hurry up and draw into that Dimension Gate. Okay. Didn't think you would crush that. All right. That's interesting. So we really need a Dimension Gate now. Let's see it. Still no Dimension Gate. Just gotta hope for the best, my friend. Just gotta hope for the best. As long as he does not get out of Blue Eyes before we get out Dimension Gate, or actually a DD Warrior, then we're doing okay. There we go. Thank you. All right. We got our Dimension Gate. So now we are good to go, my friends. We're good to go. At this point, it's just like I said. We use it on our Suijin, and he won't. Okay, Vorse Raider. Flips that. It's kind of weird. Whatever. Sphere Karibo. Nice. I wish I'd drawn that earlier. That would have been helpful. What's in his graveyard again here? So he's got a Behemoth and a Luster, so we can actually go ahead and do a pot of Benevolence here. Go ahead and put those monsters back in there. Like I said, you never want to put enemy control. Oh no, not my monsters. Never, and be careful with that too, because when you use your pot of Benevolence, it shows both graveyards in all one big pile. So you just got to be careful to make sure you pick his cards. And like I said, you never ever want to pick an enemy controller. Do not put enemy controller back in his deck. That is just such an annoying card to deal with while you're farming. Like, terrible in PvP, worse when you're farming. Like, it messes your farm all up. It has the potential to mess your farm all up. So that's why we got to play carefully around that. So then, like I said, so now he's at 13 and we're at 15. So now we just got to get that next pot and we're all right. So he's not drawing into anything right now. We're doing pretty okay. Vassal's not something we want. As I mean, you can use your dimension at any point. It really doesn't matter how early you use it, how late you use it. It's really nice that he's clogged his field here, so he can't pull out that DD Warrior. Not that it really matters at this point. And there's our Ryoko field. Nice. All right, so we're gonna put that Ryoko field down for sure. That way we're ready for that second enemy controller we know that he has in this deck. That's it. We'll just keep going. We'll keep going. Ends his turn. All right. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Blast. We don't really need blast on the field. We got our dimension gate already. So what we'll do actually is, might be kind of nice to use, but no, we don't want to clog our field potentially though. We'll just keep waiting. We'll keep waiting patiently. We will keep waiting patiently here. No problem. Alright, array. So we're gonna set this. I don't. You can activate it, but the problem with activating it is a lot of times he'll twister it. He will twister it. He won't twister your dimension because he's going to trigger it, but he will twister this, and it doesn't hurt me. It doesn't hurt your farm if he twisters it or anything. It's just, to me, I like to have it because it's nice for that storm fodder. Like I said, that last turn storm, you want to. It just gives you a full back row clear, and that's where you want to have that full back row clear. I am gonna though, just for the example, I am gonna go ahead and use this dimension gate, my friends. Excuse me. Just to show you guys an example of how, like I said, he won't attack directly now. Like, because if he attacks directly, we get Suijin with our effect, and he can't destroy it. So, that's that. So let's go here. Let's like he'll end his turn. There we go. You see? So that's Dimension Gate is like so great for this farm. It's awesome that we can now farm Kaiba with Elements Unite. And for me, it's perfect because I don't have 3-star demotion yet. I don't have Champion's Vigilance, so I can kind of farm for both at the same time. And so we've got another Dimension Gate that we don't need, so we can go ahead and discard that. The only big there's only really 2 major issues with this deck that can happen. I've not had a problem yet. I've had a successful farm every time so far, but the 2 big issues that you can really have that might really mess you up is one, just not drawing into that Dimension Gate quick enough, and you're in trouble then because he clears your field, you lose. And 2, bottom decking that Pot of Benevolence is something that can mess you up. Right now, actually, if we bottom deck Pot of Benevolence, we're not in a terrible spot because if he's about to deck out, we can get out of that okay. But like if you bottom deck all the cards you need, you know what I mean? Like we could set Summoner now, block his attacks with Blaster, Karibo, and then summon Vassal for end game, like if we wanted to. But if you that's what I'm saying. If you bottom deck that Pot of Benevolence, it could spell trouble for you. So we want to be careful about just hoping that doesn't happen. I mean, it's the best you can do is hope it doesn't happen. So right here, I think we'll get rid of this Adhesion Trap Hole. We don't really need that anymore. So here's the Blue Eyes. Here's the Blue Eyes. Alright, so he does attack with Blue Eyes because it won't cause him lethal. Alright, so this is the first time I've encountered this. Usually every time I've got my Dimension Gate out, he's already crashed a DD Warrior into one of my Guardians. So he had lower than 3,000 life points, so he wouldn't attack. But since I guess he would bring himself into lethal territory here, he will actually attack with his Blue Eyes. So that's something we're gonna have to look out for. Let's go ahead and just block it with Karibo, and he should end his turn there. All right, and then what we'll do here is we'll set that Blast held by Tribute, and we'll just blow his monsters up, and then he'll be at 3,000, so he will be safe. So that's what we're gonna do, my friends. We'll set that Blast, and we'll be cooking like Crisco. All right, here we go. Let's see that attack. Yep, we're gonna blast him right off the field, and then the farm is truly confirmed, because there's nothing else he's gonna be able to do, and we're gonna be good to go, my friends. Nope, we're not triggering it. We're not chaining it, rather. Sorry. Here we go. Windstorm, we don't need anymore. I really need that Pot of Benevolence, though. Let's see if we can pull that Pot of Benevolence, please. Come on, RNGesus, be good to us. Give us the pot. Give us the pot. Pot of Benevolence. Thank you. How nice. So we're going to play that pot, and we're going to give him some monsters back in his deck. Like I said, you don't want to ever give him his Econs, and if you can refrain from giving him Blue Eyes and Luster, you do it. I mean, you might not always be able to, and it's not... You don't ruin your farm by putting him back, but you're just in a safer place by giving him 2 Mystic Horsemen instead of a Blue Eyes or a Luster Dragon or a Vorse Raider. It just, we would much rather see a Mystic Horseman over there on his side of the field than anything else. So always go that route if it's possible. So now we've got a Ryoku field on the field. We're so safe right now. We don't have to worry about turn before last storming ahead of time in order to prevent Econ, because we're going to be able to storm his entire back row right now with what we have. So we'll be good to go. We don't have any kind of crazy safety net, anything to play around. He doesn't have blue eyes anymore. He has Econ, but like I said, we're going to be able to storm that entire back row with that right there. So we're looking solid, homie. We're looking very good right now. We can throw away the Windstorm. We're not going to need that card. Alright, he has nothing left in his deck that's a threat to us. Alright, so we got Union, that's perfect. We've got our endgame card. We'll throw away our Ryoku field here because we're not going to need that. Alright, alright. We're almost done, my friends, almost done. We don't need that second. That's the third, I think, actually, Dimension Gate. We are done with Dimension Gates for this duel, so we can throw that away. Alright, so here we go. This is the second to last turn, my friends. What we're going to do right now is we're going to go ahead and set our Summoner of Illusions. Now, typically, your farm AI will not attack a face-down defense card on the second to last card draw deck out. So, since I'm going to deck out the next turn or whatever, he will not be attacked. They shouldn't attack this. So you're always good to set your Summoner of Illusion right now, so that next turn we can flip summon and still summon our Vassal. And that's it for that. So we go ahead and end our turn there. And they end their turn. Perfect. And here we go. Let's show this. Oh, no, I did forget one key thing. I forgot I needed my Spell Reclamation right now. Alright, so that is kind of unfortunate for us. We aren't going to get a full farm here. We bottom decked our Spell Reclamation. RIP. But that's okay. We're still going to get a successful farm. It might not be 10k plus damage, but we'll still be looking pretty okay here. So we're going to go ahead and start it off. Alright, so what we're going to do for the start is go ahead and get our Suijin on the field with our Storm. Clear his entire back row. Alrighty. Let's see if he even has that enemy controller on the field right now. It'd be pretty interesting to see a bunch of cost downs and twisters. Alright, he did have it on the field, but now it's gone, and then you get asked, would you like to activate your effect? Absolutely. Give me my Suijin, please. Do I have Suijin out there? I can't even remember now. I'm not going to chain it. Suijin, yes. Alright, so give me my Suijin, please. Bam, here comes the Water God Suijin. Then you're going to flip your Summoner of Illusions, activate that effect, sacrifice Suijin. Sacrifice your Suijin, and typically now in this step, I have a Prismatic Black Skull Dragon, so a lot of times what I'll do is I'll choose Black Skull if he's got enough on his field for me to break 10k damage. And since I'm not even going to be able to break the 10k right now, with so I know I'm not breaking 10k because I don't have Spell Reclamation. I'm going to go ahead and get Black Skull just because I know that'll help me break 5k, and it's going to give me that extra 200 points for Prismatic. Like I said, anything you can do to get those extra little bonuses, glossy cards, Prismatic cards, always want to go that route, my friends. Always, always, always. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do our enemy controller play, and we're going to take one of his monsters. I mean, you don't have to do it. It's tribute take. You can do it however you want. I mean, for me, I have the Prismatic Econ, so I play it. You don't even have to play it. But for me, I do the tribute take just because I know it's going to boost my attack. And like I said, if he has blue eyes on his side of the field, then I know I can Econ take and have Black Skull Prismatic, and that'll give me my guaranteed 10k, and I still get that 200 points for Prismatic. So I'll always go that route. Now we're going to summon our Vassal. We're going to do our Secret Pass. Alright. And now normally, if I had not bottom deck Spell Reclamation, I would be able to activate Union, chain Spell Rec, discard this Adhesion Trap Hole, and use it again. But since luck was not with us today, we bottom decked our Spell Rec. That's fine. We're still, like I said, still finishing a successful farm, just not with our full 10k plus bonus. We got our 5k plus bonus, and we win the duel. So I mean, that's still good. But there you see it. There you have it. Successful farm with Elements Unite skill. Now let's see if we can get some kind of RNGesus luck and pull Champion's Vigilance right now. That would be insane. Let's see what we got, my friends. Or 3-star Demolition. Either way would be all amazing. So let's see. Gold packs. We don't want to see gold packs. No more gold packs, please. No more gold packs, please. So 7k. Even with only. Oh! First ever YouTube video. I'm not gonna rage. I'm not gonna tilt. Okay. Charleston's high level. Whatever. It is what it is. Let's stay calm, my friends. This is a positive thing. This is a positive thing. We're happy because we have this successful farm. Wow. Oh my God. Just wow. Oh man. No words. No words. Wow. Really? That had to happen. Gosh, man, I've gotten so many generic skills for these guys. But either way, oh, God. Okay, we're not gonna talk about that. That didn't happen. All right, let's just move on in the video. Okay, so so what happened is he's salty because we beat him, and he screws us over by giving us stupid skill. Oh my God, I'm so mad. Okay, nope, we're not angry. We're moving on. Okay, we're moving on. We got our obelisk chain. Actually, let me just that helps calm me down. All right, so let me get my obelisk on. So you got, yeah, so you can see that a little bit better, my friends. We got our obelisk dog tag, obelisk the tormentor dog tag. Actually, my head's too big for me to put it on with my headset. It's too small. Not my head. It's just, it's too small. So we're gonna just kiss that. It helps calm us down. Thanks, obelisk. God, draw level high sense. Oh my gosh, why did it have to be on this video? We get draw level high sense drop. Whatever. All right, but again, another look at the deck, my friends. Just quick thing. Quick final review. You guys saw it. You guys saw how it works in action. You want to get that dimension gate as quickly as possible to dimension off your guardians. If in that situation we were in just now, if when you get that, Kaiba has not attacked you with a DD Warrior yet and lost life points, and not put himself in that below 3k number, then he will attack you directly with Blue Eyes. So you want to make sure you're ready for that with the Blast Out by Tribute. So yeah, that Blast Out by Tribute is what that's going to do for you. You want to keep that in your hand for the entire duel. Unless, like I said, unless he is below 3k when you get your Dimension Gate, so he'll have lethal by attacking into your monster. You'll have lethal, I mean. Then he will attack. So make sure you keep that Blast Out by Tribute for that situation. But if you have him below 3k and you draw a Dimension Gate, you're good to go. Farm confirmed. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel. Check me out on Twitch maybe. But any questions, suggestions, comments, leave them in the comments, and I'll try and check those out and respond as quickly as possible. But again, huge thank you to you guys for checking this out. I hope the deck works for you. Definitely post in the comments those sweet Kaiba drops you guys get. I hope you guys get the Econs, the Champ's Vigilance, the 3-star demotion skill drops. I hope you do not get what just happened to me. I hope you do not get draw level high sense. Ripperoni that. All right, but again, I'm Jay Rabian. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I am done. So have a wonderful day, my friends. I hope to see you next time.